Okay, I always like to do videos, especially of doors, stuff that's kind of more pricey items. These things sell very quickly, so half the time I look at my view count on my videos and people don't even view them because these things are hard to find, so a lot of people just buy them. But if you do have the chance to take a look at them, I kind of like people watching them so they know exactly what they're getting, and then I think people kind of appreciate them as well. So, $87.95, and I had a red set I just listed. I didn't say this about them, but they are compatible with CJ7s as well. They pretty much will bolt on. The only difference, the main difference at least, is the striker. So if you go to a CJ7, you're going to need a YJ striker, which I sell, and you can easily modify those to, well, you don't have to really modify, they just screw right on. So if you're putting these on a CJ and you need those, just let me know. We'll add them to your ticket when we ship them. And that's about it. So you can go back, I think CJ7s are about 78 to 86, so, and then obviously you got YJ's 87.95. They did come off of a YJ. These things came off of a 1991 YJ, so they probably were original on that YJ. And with that said, they're in actually really good shape. They're rust free, as all of my parts are. They're actually very clean. The interior panels, as you can see, and I'll get up close and personal here in a second, but are very clean too. There's really not even marks on them. There are two things to mention that are needed on them are the two interior door levers. Both of them are broken, which is really common. They're spring loaded, and people, what happens is they fling them and they just break, especially in cold weather. Good news is they sell those. Aftermarket has made those things available to us for about 12 bucks each, so they're really cheap, and they're pretty easy to put on, especially you just pull these panels right off. Half doors are nice. These are factory half doors, by the way. They are steel half doors. These are not aftermarket. And you get the tan interiors. You can paint the tan interiors with some really good plastic paint out there that I've used that sticks really well. Or you can replace them with different colors. So they are compatible with pretty much any color you can imagine that Jeep ever made. And I'm sure there's aftermarket ones as well. But these are what I would probably call like a spice or camel color. And other than that, let me just kind of go through them with you. This is obviously the passenger side here. And then going down the top, these are the little sleeves that your uppers will fit into if you use uppers. A little chip out of this one. You can replace these things, but they're not visible because they're usually covered up. And this one's still very functional. It's not into the actual hole itself. And that just those sleeves actually just hold that upper snug so it's not rattling around. And then this is that little the lever here. So, and you can actually see it's starting to crack here as well. So this this is a whole assembly you buy, and these are about 12 bucks, and whatnot. So you can actually still open the doors by these. This is how I was using it because I actually did pull these off a Jeep I drove, and then the lock mechanism here is still working. So, but again, this is all one assembly, so all this will get replaced, and you'll get back the wording and whatnot. Handle itself's in good shape. Again, there's really no scratches on these things at all. There's probably a little up top here. Actually, these are just more marks than anything. But mainly just from putting those uppers on. And then, surprisingly, the straps are still there. These are hardly ever there. That's how you can tell these doors probably haven't been off too many times. They're rust-free again. The posts are in good shape. All the screws, that's where you put the little nut. And then going over the driver's side, you got the same thing here. And again, this does operate still. It does open the door still, and the lock still works. That's how I was opening those doors. So, but it's a pain in the butt, or you reach outside to do it. So you can do that, or you can spend 12 bucks and replace them. It's completely your call. And then going up top, all the sleeves here are in good shape. There's no cracks anywhere there. So real good shape on those panels. Let me put the phone down real quick and we'll wrap this video up. I'll show you the outside of these things. Again, these are black, factory black. They do not look like they've ever been painted. So.
But I can't record it anymore.
Okay, so just looking at the outside here, still really good shape. No marks, or even this Jeep's set up high enough that even door dings or anything like that aren't really on these. So super clean. The little posts, you got a button here that goes for your upper. There's a metal sleeve you can buy for them if you are going to end up with those kind of uppers. These had glass sliding uppers, so they didn't have them on them, but the holes are already there for them if you do decide to go to a soft upper. We have those available as well. And then the latch on this side is, that all works and everything. Holes here for your mirrors if you decide to use the factory mirrors. And then same thing over here. Little wear mark there where the paint's come through, but no rust. Button, everything. So, and then this guy works as well. And then as far as cylinder lock keys go, you can either pay a locksmith to come out and have those keys made, which is very expensive, or you can simply buy new cylinder locks. Those things run about $8 each. They're really cheap and they're super easy to put on, so that's usually what I suggest. And then you just have a set of keys for your doors. So those are the doors from afar. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please give me a call, 720-987-8772. Or you can email me at jeremy@highline4x4.com. Texting is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me this time of year because I'm super busy, so I rarely answer the phone. And I appreciate taking a look at my video.